In this video, we'll explore some ways to deal with repercussions and symptoms of social media, such as disinformation, misinformation, and haters. From my point of view, there are many things we can do to protect ourselves and society from harmful expressions. However, these measures may not be permanent. Most of them are just palliative interventions to reduce the effects of this phenomena. Social media is the most efficient tool for conveying and spreading information, but it's also a dangerous path to spreading disinformation and hate speech. It's important to explain the differences between misinformation and disinformation. Misinformation is an intentional lack of truth in facts or knowledge. It could be harmful or not. Disinformation is the deliberate attempt to manipulate or confuse people by delivering false information. There are many ways to combat hate speech and fake news. I want to distinguish two different categories, internal and external. The first one is a set of interventions that could be oriented towards education rather than prohibition on speech. The main idea is to develop common sense and skills for assessing credibility. Media literacy in education involves developing critical thinking and active inquiry. The idea is to understand that all texts are people's construction with some purpose. Re-educate about the meaning of liberty. Sartre says that freedom does not come without responsibility. Paradoxically, we are prisoners of our own liberty. Number two, putting emotions behind reasoning. The role of emotion is crucial. The idea is to come back to logical reasoning, detaining the spread of misuse of social media by identifying that we are touched by an emotion. 3. Empowering people and the community with strategies for detecting information disorders. Check information and do not trust it immediately, not adopting a reactive response such as replying to messages or spreading incorrect data. Among external measures, we can find technologies for platforms and government measures. Governments should intervene only if there is extreme risk or threats. In order to set explicit limits, China in 2013 created a regulatory legislation. A person could be sentenced to 7 years of imprisonment for posting and spreading unverified information with more than 5,000 followers. Second, reduce anonymity by encouraging identification. Platforms should ensure who is speaking, creating a commitment with a website or app, and making the speaker responsible for their opinions. There is a lack of control, especially inspired by the individualism in Western societies. In social media, everything is permitted, like in the Far West. Setting guidelines and defining responsibility decrease disinformation, anonymity, and transgression. Durkheim calls anomie the absence of regulation or norms toward an increase of chaotic ambience. Anomie promotes a way to hide and shoot from a comfortable position and not be seen. 3. Responsibility for platforms, whether flagging illegal content or designing assessment tools when something is going wrong. There are many apps, such as Fib, that can investigate sources. They should review and evaluate the veracity of the information or be responsible in the same manner as the person who is expressing harmfully. 4. Developing AI to block harmful content. Technology to screen words could be helpful, improving AI interventions to recognize when hate speech is explicit. In conclusion, fake news and haters are not new phenomena. They have happened for years but in different media. The new element is the communication channel, the internet, which is expressed through a powerful spread. There are many different ways to deal with the harms of disinformation and hate speech. The most important are media literacy education and promoting critical thinking to detect any abnormal use of free speech. AI and other measures, such as platform owners' responsibility, are also fundamental ways to limit fake news and harmful speech